So, I was watching H-Bomb's stream where he was talking the dream about MCC. One of the core things that he brought up was Sands of Time and how it was done to incorporate the coin sharing mechanic. With all this talk about Sands of Time, I feel I need to add my voice to the discussion, as I feel I'm qualified to talk about this. I've been an MCC tester for over 10 months now, and Sands of Time is my favorite game mode. I was one of the first people to play SOT. I played it more than 95% of the other testers, and I consider myself at least top 10 best in the game mode. Anyway, I remember when they made the decision to have SOT coins split, and quite a few testers weren't too fond of this change. Of course, this was the first group of testers, and we are currently on a different group, but I'm willing to bet that there were some people in this current group that wish SOT coins were unsplit. What I'm getting at here is that I'm one of those people who really does not like that SOT coins are split. So, in order to really make it clear why I believe SOT coins should mostly be unsplit, let's go over the given reasons why they made SOT be split coins in the first place. As far as I could tell, there were two given reasons for the change. One, it was meant to stop an expert from coin boosting, and two, it was to give more coins to the people that took on the role of Sandkeeper. Okay, so let me start with the first reason. It's a non-existent problem. There was never a time in the streamed events where a creator told other creators to purposely die so that their individual placement in the event will go higher. You may then think, but it happened in testing, right? Yes, but it was never done for something more than a joke. As far as I recall, there was no big drama in the testing group where people were salty that this was done. I remember having a good chuckle about it when I first saw it happen. And let me clarify myself, I don't even remember this happening more than 2 times. If this was any sort of problem, I feel that all you would have to do is tell creators and testers like, hey, don't do that. Then I would honestly think that both groups would do that and there would be no issue. Plus, the 20% reduction of coins upon death already puts a big punishment for dying, so this exploit really wouldn't even work currently, as it would just be a big kneecap to the team coins. Okay, as for the second point, I got a few ways to tackle this. Firstly, I feel that the Sandkeeper really could get as much coins as any of the explorers. The middle is filled with lots of coins just laying around and dispensers that spit out a good chunk of them. Plus there's an underground section that has coins in them too, which was designed for the Sandkeeper to go get. If you still feel like that Sandkeepers aren't getting enough coins, then here's an easy solution. Make the coins in the vault split among the team. It really wouldn't be a hard thing to incorporate. Instead of there being coins inside the vault, just have the coins instantly split among the team as soon as you open the vault with the key. That way, you give Sandkeepers some extra coins even if they don't leave mid. Also, this proposal would curb the argument players that open vaults are given an unfair boost in individual coins. Speaking of which, let me go over additional arguments that people give for SOT to have coin split. The punishment when a player that dies is very harsh to their individual coins. Well, tough luck? I say this because there is other game modes that have harsh punishments for death. If you die in SG, you miss out on survival coins and kill coins. In Rocket's Brief, you miss out on survival coins and kill coins. In Sky Battle, you miss out on survival coins and kill coins. Hell, at least in SOT, you have the option to go get your coins back and or get more coins if there's enough time left. Also, there's already a punishment for dying, as death will bring your team score down, so you're already supposed to be careful not to die. The game is high risk, high reward, so yeah, that's on you for dying. A spin-off on this argument is that teammates will get a boost in coins if they pick up their dead teammates' coins. This is in the same vein as the coin boost exploit I went over earlier, only this time it's referring to when teammates accidentally die and a teammate picks up those said coins. Once again, I'll say that Sands of Time is a high risk, high reward situation and that there is punishments for dying. There's already a 20% reduction in coins when you die, and yes, there will be scenarios where you lose all of your coins, in which one of them is that your teammates pick up your coins. You may feel that teammates gain off the work of someone else, but I want to point out that this isn't exclusive to SOT. Going back to SG and Sky Battle, I can't tell you how many times I've done so much damage to people only for one of my teammates to get the last hit on the person and thus got all the coins for it. Those situations may feel like my coins got stolen, but we should recognize that the teammate was just helping out with the battle and that sometimes these sort of things happen. if we put that same mindset in those games, then I see no issue with having this same mindset for Sands of Time. Also, if it really was a problem, then I'm sure another solution can fix it, such as having the coin split among the team when you pick up a dead person's coins. Finally, there was the argument that having unsplit coins would cause people to think more individually rather than as a team. For me, the saying goes, just because you can do it doesn't mean you will do it. Let's go back to survival games and Sky Battle again. I can very well take all the good armor and go hunt for the stray kills that will boost my individual rating while I leave my teammates with nothing and they get instantly wiped. Let's also look at parkour tag. I know I'm good as a hunter and that my teammates struggle with it, but nah, I know running gives more coins, so I'm never gonna choose being a hunter. There's no restriction in these game modes for being totally self-centered. And there shouldn't be. You yourself is the one that commits to playing as a team, which is always the winning strategy in all of these game modes. The best teams are the ones that are set to work with each other and thus have a team mindset rather than an individual mindset. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is that in order to rise as a great team, the players themselves must make that choice on their own to be a team player. There should be no external forces or restrictions that push them to be a team player. There's of course room to fall in that mindset, but the best teams won't. Well, I gave out all my counter arguments. Now it's time to give my additional arguments against unsplit coins. 1. Teammates dying hurts the whole team. This is kind of reverse of the argument when people say that if it was unsplit coins, it would be a harsh punishment for the individual player. I argued with that it's on you if your individual score is lower because it was your own choice to make a risky play. Here in my argument, my individual score gets lowered on something that didn't happen to me, but with my teammates instead. And when the shoe's on the other foot, I feel way more guilty of dying and affecting my teammates' individual score than I would be if it was just affecting my individual score. 2. It puts way more of a lean for PvPers to get top 10 overall rather than other players. I get that this argument also applies to Bingo or Bilmar too, which is why those game modes shouldn't have split coins either. But I think Sands of Time is affected most by this. You can pop off hard in Sands of Time, getting hundreds of coins, but then all of that goes null when the coins get split off. And when you're not really good at PvP, you're kinda out of luck from getting top 10 individually. I feel this is the exact opposite of what was trying to be achieved. Split coins now kneecap any support players / not so good players from getting top 10. This leads to my last point. It just does not have any kind of effect on individual. That's a low top player individual score, especially in games like SG and Sky Battle when you can double that for being the top player. So here's my closure. Unsplit coins in Sands of Time represent the skill of players more, gives more dynamic attention to be a team player, and just overall lets the players who are good show that they are good at the game mode. Top 10 individually may not get the attention from everyone, but it's cool that some people, Dream and I alike, do pay attention to this stuff. And if you're gonna have the top 10 individual leaderboard, you have to make it, for lack of better words, not scuffed. By now, that's how I feel about the Sands of Time coin system, and I know that I'm not alone in that.